Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. It's about that time. Let's go take that walk and see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Reviews today. Today's beer comes from Crane Brewing Company. They are out of Raytown, Missouri. I had one of my subscribers, Michael, contact me and want to know if I was interested in doing some of the beers from this brewery. And evidently he's friends with them, and he contacted them, and they either gave him, I think they gave him 3 or 4 to send to me. So these guys do a lot of low ABV, easy for me to say, and I ain't had to drink a beer all day. ABV beer. Uh, I noticed most of them are 4%, 5%, and I think one of them is 6%. So they do a lot of lower ABV beers. So we'll see what this one brings. These lower ABV beers usually are not my cup of tea, but they're very sessionable, and hopefully they'll have a lot of taste. I find them very thin and watery a lot of times, but we'll reserve judgment till we get this in the glass. This is a 4.1%er, so just barely stronger than Kool-Aid. So we'll see what it ends up being. IBUs on this beer, it doesn't have it on Rate Beer or Beer Advocate, and it has 4 on Untappd. 4 IBUs, so it should be almost as sweet as Kool-Aid. It shouldn't have hardly any bitterness to it at all. So, commercial description says a distinctly American take on an old world German ale. T. Weiss, which means wheat, Weiss means wheat, combines Kansas City's own Hugo Berry Rooibos tea with a spritzy sour wheat beer to exceedingly refreshing effect. So, and this one's got a bottle on date right here on the label. They put a little sticker on here and it says bottle on 8/9/16. So we're 3 months into this one, and being a 4.1%, we need to get them out of the fridge. So Michael, thanks for contacting them and having them give you some beers to send to me. I do appreciate it, sir. We may do a Crane Beer Week. We may do all 4 of these in a row, day after day, because being low ABV, and we need to get them out here. And I've had them a month. So we need to get it on with these beers and get some of these lighter, lower ABV beers, IPAs and stuff out of the fridge. And I've gone through and I'm trying to get all of those pulled where we can do them, and we'll do some of the darker ones and the heavier ones as we go along. Probably the final beer of the evenings, like I typically do. I'll drink one of them for the final beer. But let's see where this one goes, guys. That's all we need to talk about. So while I get the cap off of this one, I will tell you the cuisine is German. The cheese is buttery, brie, good Havarti Swiss, sharp blue cheddar, and doesn't have a meat category to go with this. Glassware to pint, Bacaronic, tumbler, goblet, chalice. I'm going to use my favorite tulip glass here, and not recommended for extended salaries here, guys. So. And I'm not going to pour it too aggressive because it looks like it's going to generate at least a finger or so of head. And this is a big bottle. Great big bottle. About a finger of head. It is crystal clear. A lighter amber color. A lot of bubbles streaming up. Let's put a nose to it. I will say it's got a very unique aroma. I'm almost getting some grapes and stuff in there. A little bit of wheat notes. I'm getting some grape notes. I swear I'm getting grape notes. And this is their tea Weiss, or tea Weiss, wheat beer. It's brewed with tea and wheat. Maybe that's tea I'm smelling, I'm not sure. Well, let's dive in. The head is dissipated. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Michael. Very interesting, kind of tart. Very unique beer, I will say that. Very effervescent on the tongue, like champagne. Wow, that's definitely different. I usually call these beers lawnmower beers, guys. Something you come in 4.1% and have you a glass or two and go back out and continue what you're doing. This has definitely got more taste than your typical 4.1 session beer. I'm just not getting the tea as much as I probably should be. Maybe a slight hint of some tea in there. But that's why I'm getting grapes, a little bit of grapiness in there. Well, let's right out of the fridge. Maybe that'll change as it warms up. So we won't pour her a glass and sip on it and see what we end up with. Alright guys, I'm back. Got a little bit left here. A definitely different take on a wheat beer. Weiss beer. Brewed with the tea. I am not getting the tea as much as I was thinking I was going to. I'm getting a little bit of grapiness in there. And they're saying it's spritzy. It is definitely spritzy, and it's got a tartness to it too. Kind of a lot of flavor for a 4.1% beer. Definitely well done. I could see where a lot of people would like this style of beer, and especially being a 4.1%er. It's such a low ABV beer, you hardly know you're drinking a beer until you take the taste, and then you realize it's not boozy or anything like that, but you realize you're drinking something that's got alcohol in it. So very spritzy. It is very spritzy. I'm getting a tartness, and I'm getting some grapes, guys. And the tea, maybe it's just me. I'm just not getting the tea. Maybe a very slight hint of it. Yeah, I guess I am getting a little of that tea. Definitely different, I'll give them that. Definitely think it's a well-made beer. Got the date on the bottle, ABV on the bottle. Well done. Definitely a well-done beer. It has a lot more taste than I thought it was going to have, being a 4.1. Like I said, those usually pretty thin and watery. This one has got a lot of taste to go with it. Final chug. To me, it's almost like a wheat beer and champagne put together. That's basically how I describe it, because champagne is so effervescent and spritzy. And that's what I'm getting on this, guys. Like I said, not my particular cup of tea, but definitely tell it's a well-made beer. So, with that being said, guys, it's got all the information. Don't think we need the IBUs on there since it's only 4. A- to me, guys. If I was putting a numeric rating on this, guys, it would be a 90. That's where I would put it. It's pretty damn tasty. A nice change up from your typical wheat beers. It definitely has a definite different direction that they've gone on this, and with the tea in there. But like I said, to me the tea's kind of subdued, and I'm getting grapes. So I have no ratings from Rate Beer or Beer Advocate. I'm on my own on this one, but we do have something from Untapped, so let's run over there. And they say 4.21, which is that probably is in their solid A category. They're giving it a real good grade. So definitely a nice beer. And I don't know how big the brewery is or how many different beers. I got 4 of them, I think, sent to me. So, Michael, once again, thanks for sending them. Like I said, don't know what their distribution is or how far out of Raytown, Missouri that they go out of, but must be fairly small because there's no scores on Rate Beer Advocate for it. So it is what it is. So if you've had this one from Crane Brewing Company, the Crane Tea Weiss, which is a wheat beer brewed with tea, let me know what you think, guys. Going back tomorrow, we're going to dig another one of those Crane beers out so we can get these lower baby beers done before they get too old. Come on back. Let's go see what's in the fridge.